Yep. All right. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
All right, good luck to you, man. Take care.
Yep. All right. Erdtree Avatar, Margit, Remembrance Boss, Hitless and Daggers. Friendly NPCs. Painting rewards there. Duelist is kind of fast. Grail without status effects can be fast. Colossal armaments only could make sense. It sucks to have both of those on the same diagonal though. Royal Revenant is there. Magma Worm can be fast. Doesn't always make sense for it to be fast, but it can be fast. Okay. So, good somber weapon, claws, fists, daggers, or colossal. Large club is just a great club, not a colossal. Alabaster Lord Sword is a good weapon. That's a colossal. Although I am not a big fan of that weapon. I am not a big fan of that weapon at all. I think in this case, it probably makes sense to deprioritize both of these. Let Kata get one and I get the other. That probably makes the most sense. Even though they are in good positions, they're lined up on the same bingo, so they become a little bit less valuable for that reason. Because getting both of those squares is very unlikely. Right? This does mean that I'm realistically sacrificing the Remembrance Boss hitless square, which does make these two squares worse. It also makes friendly NPCs and Magma Worm worse. But I don't think I hate rushing friendly NPCs and then like going for paintings at the same time. I don't think I hate that. There's also this idea down here at row 5. Paintings works well with Dectus. Magma Worm obviously works well with Precipice. But it's not exactly a bad weapon. See, there's Alabaster Lord Sword, but I mean, katana checks are cool. Dragon Scale Blade is cool, dude. I got 10 seconds left.
Yeah, sounds good. Same here.
All right.
5 to go. All right, have a good one.
Yep, I'm starting. Good luck.
Good luck.
Other guy already started. Hurry up. Well, no. It's not supposed to start. What am I fucking doing? Stop pressing the damn button, dude. Okay, 16 strength is what I need there. Strength is at 8, so I need 11 strength. Which, the Lands Between Runes is going to get that done just fine. Can you not try hard against Catalystz in his first practice match versus you? I mean, it's my practice too, dude. Like... Like, I don't know. What do you want me to do? Just like throw the match? Is that Kata? I gotta check. Yeah, no, not Kata. All right. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting Discord sounds. It's because it's on my gaming PC that doesn't have OBS open. I see. Sounds like a healthy dose of optimization going Kata's way. Listen, guys. And I'm serious when I say it's my practice too, you know? Like, ideally, it's a pretty close match where both players learn a lot of things. But if I'm just fucking throwing to make it a close match, then I don't learn anything. And maybe he learns something, but maybe he learns the wrong things because he starts thinking like, oh, getting the first 4 squares is easy or something. You know? And this dude's also a fucking gamer. I think you guys have been giving me too much credit. Elfin steeple, dude? Oh, dude. That would have been crazy. Please don't. Please don't. Thank you.
They sir, but you. I can play turning to 80. You need own to the foot. Then it summon me. Ah, I bequeath. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
I was supposed to pop this earlier, dude. What the fuck? Nothing set up here, bro. It's so scuffed. So scuffed. See, chat, there's your throw. That's the throw that you get, okay? Alright, so let's say he beats us to friendly NPCs. If he beats us to friendly NPCs, what do? Realistically, I think I need to be getting Margit with 4 parries or Magma Worm at that point. Both of those squares are rushable. I'm planning on giving up Remembrance Boss hitless. And I don't want to be forced into Fia's champs. So if I lose this race, I... maybe make my way to Round Table to check for medium shield, or probably pick up the medium shield along the way here. Go back to Stormhill Shack, pick up Stormwall, then go on to do Margit. Yep, I like that plan. Although I'm not meeting the strength requirement. If I did this correctly, I would have already been able to. I would have already had 11 strength here. So yeah, here's your throw, chat. This is the throw that you get. Okay, perfect. It's not Silver Mirror Shield. Oopsie. Gotta light this fire first, though. Need to light the fire, level 3 strength.
Can you hear me?
Then kill Alex, Bach, and Vare. All right.
Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. Hello? Anyone?
Oh, I am these. My thanks. Just give and I'll pop.
Don't dally. Give it your all.
Ouch! What are you playing at?
Wait. I see. I see it now.
Humans all lose their wits a bit. How could this?
Okay.
Is my whole existence?
I guess I kill Balk first. Wait, is there Moog on this board? Ah, shit, there is Moog on this board. Shit, who do I kill if not Vare? Yura, I guess? Is there's not Bach Needle on this board, right? Gostock does count, but you gotta... I mean, I guess I could go for the parries, I guess.
You there? Could you help us out,
I kind of like the katana check, though.
You,
Sorry, bud.
Mom,
Yeah, dude.
I.
Where's the rune acquisition? Did I get the runes already? Shit, I think I got... Okay, the runes come really quick on him. This was this is the absolute fucking demon run here, dude. Absolute fucking okay, so he got it. That means I need Margit 4 parries. Oh, I should have asked him if he's using ER tool. I don't know if he has the splash screens or not. All right, so I need to rush Margit 4 parries. Does this shield default have medium shield parry, dude? I would imagine that probably means he killed Vare and I have priority on Moog. Not that having priority on Moog is a big deal. What the fuck am I looking for? A shield? Alright, it has no skill anyway. So I guess we just finish this line up to Liurnia to get to Round Table then. Unless I want to gather the Whetstone Blade, but finishing the line to Liurnia feels kind of good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a bit of a risky play. Whoopsie. Come here. Come here. It's a bit of a risky play because if he goes for like Stormwall and then he just picks up the Whetstone Blade, then what am I trying to say here? If he goes for Stormwall and picks up the Whetstone Blade, then he could maybe do it faster than I can. So let's say he does that. Oh Jesus, man, that magma worm kind of becomes a bit of a necessity, doesn't it? If I lose this Margit with 4+ parry square. Or maybe Colossal Armor. Maybe I'm supposed to go do like Godric hitless. I mean, I don't know. That puts me in a spot that I really don't want to be in. It would be much easier if I just won this Margit square. What's up, Bree? Priority Kekel. Well, I mean, if it comes down to it, 12-12 Moog last square on the board.
Seems torrent,
I'm pretty sure I just win.
Gathering. Let my hand.
Godric's win makes hitless so messy. Yeah, Godric is a pain in the ass to hitless. But nonetheless, he's still the best option. What the fuck am I doing here? I'm putting parry on the shield. Okay, and I don't think I'm checking anything else right now.
You're no mad lad, you're...
Fist for God. Well, I can't guarantee that I have claws, fists, or daggers, or a colossal armament. So we probably go like set up the physic. Okay, so if I lose this square, I need to rush Magma Worm. If I win this square, what's my next plan? Paintings? Is it paintings or should I do like a colossal and fist check? I think it's paintings. Whoopsie. Alright, that's 4.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Alright, fuck off. Yeah, it would be nice to know whether or not he's using ER tool. I don't think I'm gonna do anything about it this game anyway, but it would be nice to know for next game, and it's not. That's not a spoiler. Oh fuck. Jesus Christ. Hi, dude.
I shall remember. Tarnished. Smoldering with
Okay. I kind of want to check this merchant, even though this isn't great for checking the painting. I don't know. Checking this merchant's kind of stupid, isn't it? Do I need sleep pots for any reason? I mean, I guess I just route to it after painting shack, right? Oh, well, that's nice. You can't use status effects on that mid square. He's not using ER tool, but he is using a no logo mod. All right. So there you go, chat. There's your throw. I have splash screens. He doesn't. You happy? Oopsie. Okay, so something that I really want to practice today is always having a plan for every situation. So let's say I win paintings. Okay, what do I do next? Perhaps duelists? I like that duelist square. Royal Revenant, also not a bad square. Erd Tree Avatars are a kind of relevant square, but it takes a little bit. I think I like Royal Revenant the most because I would want to go level up my weapon at that point. So if I win paintings, I go to Royal Revenant. Now if I lose paintings, I still probably want to go to Royal Revenant. Level up the weapon, you know? Yeah, I know there's Magma Worm and Kaled, but this isn't a bad weapon seed. So weapon checks are less valuable. And currently that Magma Worm boss is a pretty irrelevant square. Same thing with every square on column 4 right now. Well, I guess Fia's Champions. Fia's Champions is like a decent square, but it's Fia's Champions, so who gives a shit, you know? It's obviously not happening anytime soon anyway. Set up shackles early. I don't know. That seems like a bit of a waste of time. I would really only like that idea with, like, if caves was on the board. I don't think setting up late game squares with your early game time makes any sense. Your early game time is the time that matters the most. Yeah, maybe I should have checked the chest for peeler. That probably would have made sense. Well, like I'm not worried about row 3. I'm almost 100% sure he killed Vare. So Moog, Lord of Blood, should be an impossible square for him to get. All right, there we go. Please, bro. Please. I mean, there's a chance that he did like Bernal instead of Vare. Bernal, Alexander, Bach. There's a chance. I just have the feeling that he did Vare. He did it pretty quick, which would make me think Vare. And Kenneth is, you know, Kenneth would not be nearly as fast as Vare. Oopsie. Too far to the fucking right, dude. I practiced this skip a bunch, and now here I am. Fucking it up. Alright, there we go. That didn't knock me into the... I hope that wasn't a landing. Alright, cool, it wasn't. Okay. Alright. Up we go then. Is there duo bosses or watchdogs? I guess there's Kaled bosses on this board. Right? I thought there were. Yeah, there is Kaled bosses. So crystal darts don't seem awful. Ow. Get out of my way. Oh, 9. 9. Give me the fucking crystal darts, dude. All right. What's my rune situation looking like? That should be enough to get a +4, especially when I picked up the one. Yeah. We should be good here. Yeah, we're gonna try to do Revenant. Pain in the ass, but we're gonna try.
I presume.
I think great swords stagger him like immediately, so I think it should be fine. I think 2 charged R2s just shits on him. Okay. At least that's how it works with Health and Steeple. I don't know if Health and Steeple has the weapon buff that like makes it do more poise damage or something. That doesn't sound like a thing, but I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's faster? Merry Christmas. All right, dude. I don't hate the look of Duelists here, I think. Yeah, this kind of looks like a never spend runes kind of board. What? Because there's so much shit to buy. Yep, that's a Liurnia boss as well. Is Jail Cave one stone sword key or two stone sword keys? Any wiki look-uppers? Two? All right. We'll see. Fucking bullied, dude. Jesus. Alright, that's not enough runes. Oh, no, maybe it is. Because I already picked up one stone sword key, right? Yeah. Alright, get to check weapons here as well. No, let's tap R2s. This weapon's a bit... Oh. 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 It takes so many levels though, dude. I mean, Alabaster Lord Sword is pretty good, man. Don't get me wrong, Dragon Scale's better, but Alabaster's is pretty good. Alright, let's pick up this Somber 5 along the way. That seems smart. Someone actually said check round table. Yeah, I mean, but like... Yes, there was a Dragon Scale blade. And that, yes, technically it's an upgrade. A vast majority of the time, Alabaster Lord Sword is going to be the best option that you have. So I don't think it was a mistake to not check it. Like, the upgrade between Dragon Scale and Alabaster is not huge. Alabaster is probably like an A tier weapon. Dragon Scale is like an S tier weapon. Obviously, it's probably the best bingo weapon. Maybe second best. However, for like middle square specifically as well, we all know middle square matters. Alabaster's is better, obviously. No, the red X is because we aren't meeting the int requirement. I don't know if the weapon's just like bugged or something, but it does mostly physical damage, so you don't meet the int requirement. And I think it has like some sort of strange interaction with the stamina consumption. I think the stamina consumption is like really, really, really low if you don't meet the requirements. So you essentially get full physical damage while using absolutely no stamina. It's kind of wacky. Do I think this sword makes a wood amount of noise? Oh, dude, I don't fucking know, dude. It looks like a crystal. But maybe it's metal, but it's probably a crystal, so it does probably make a wood amount of noise. Let's be honest. Man, you are not getting bullied nearly as hard as your friend was. Oh boy. Ooh. All right. What a weapon, huh? Okay, dude, I am gonna give the chest a check. The twin blade chest. I guess Caelid Magma Worm is a Caelid boss. That's like a potentially relevant reason to do that. If I was gonna do Caelid Magma Worm, I should have gone from Third Church for the last one. Nope. I mean, yeah, I guess, dude. Magma Worm isn't a super relevant square here, but it's one of the few rushable ones left. So he's got the diagonal from top left, he's got row 1, he's got column 5. Whoopsie. I mean, I guess that makes like colossal armaments look like a good op. Was there a colossal armament at Round Table? Any rememberers? Oh yeah, and row 3. Well, not really row 3 because of Moog. But yes, technically. All right, I guess I can give the Caelid one a check. Then maybe go get like Radigan Source Seal. Well, no, I can't be sure, but I think it's a pretty safe bet. No, going for a double remembrance square is usually throwing. Open. Holy iframe, dude. Oh yeah, now you're not where you want to be, are you, huh? fucking idiot. Look at what you did to yourself. Yeah, I know we had the stagger right there. Rivers of blood, dude. All right. I guess I do a colossal check. I wonder what he's been up to. I must be sniping him or something. I don't know. That definitely feels bad if I'm just sniping the shit out of him. I'm really surprised he hasn't gone. Ow. Fucking Christ. All right. Well, claw check is not. That's not a. The colossal square is a better square. I would want the colossal square. Oh yeah, I can get the weapon to +5. I should go do that. Oh boy, that's like probably the worst colossal to get. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna check beach merchant, I guess then. Did I not check Kale this match? Why Bushy always the guys. What do you want me to do? Hey, look at that. Colossal. Both of these are colossals. Okay, I like that better. Is that a somber weapon? Is it worth upgrading? I don't actually have that many runes. Maybe I get first half of Dectus and Radigan Source Seal. Maybe that's a good idea.
You there? It's tightly. Oh, God, you'll breach. Well, but of course.
All right. Open that shit. See, like, the reason why I don't just want to like go easy on him or even know how to go easy on him is because I don't know how to like emulate my play style with like intentionally bad decisions, but like still rational decisions. Like I don't know how to do that. You know, like that is more difficult than making good decisions. Like you have to make decisions that make sense but are still bad. Like I don't know how to fucking do that, dude. This is Candace's first and last frag. I mean, he did ask me to go easy on him, but like, I don't know how to do that. I'm not like uber sweating here, obviously, but I'm kind of just doing the squares. And it like truly, if I was being optimal, I'd be pressing some sort of advantage here and like forcing a bingo line. But I'm not even and to be fair, this is something that I normally do anyway, but it is unoptimal. I'm kind of just playing for majority. But like, you know, if I was really trying to just push for a win here and punish him as much as possible, I'd probably go figure out like sorceries or something and just push the shit out of row 5. I mean, I'm literally, the reason for getting this square is literally not to go for row 5. Just to block his threats. Uh, 34. How much do I... Is this good enough? Alright, dude. Am I gonna be able to hit list this with a colossal weapon? Okay, so he did Erd Tree Avatars. Yeah, I must have sniped him on some things. Because Erd Tree Avatars is a bit of a long square, but it's not that long of a square. It's not really a square that I like, though. Most of the time. Like, it takes a lot of time. Aw, you penis. Need to be light load. This is worse, actually. You push him to block more than one bingo. Okay, listen, guys. I didn't expect to win all of the early game rushable squares that I identified. That wasn't the plan. He must have just got unlucky with square selection, and he ended up in races and got sniped. I tried to weave in a little hit there. I mean, is this a somber? I guess it could be worth to go upgrade this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm actually not trying to be disrespectful. I understand that I'm winning by a lot, but I don't know how to give a practice match that both people would learn something from. By intentionally playing worse. Like I don't know how to like properly do that. Ursinet, thanks for the prime. Promise Cat is not discouraged. All right, cool. I'm glad chat's just being offended on his behalf and he's not actually offended. I didn't get hit there. Yo, that's fucking crazy.
I am the Lord.
I thought for sure I was getting hit.
All that is golden. And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Set up Altus, I guess. No, you could use the Ash of War. There was some there was a debate in the Discord server about regular smithing stone, like colossal and dagger and fist weapons. That was like, all right, should we be allowed to go put like Hoarfrost Stomp on a greatsword and use Hoarfrost Stomp to kill the boss? For the colossal armament only square. And it seems like the conclusion was no need more rule when no problem. Because I don't see that ever being relevant. All right. So yeah, if he did 3 Erd Tree avatars, he's probably like seeing the Liurnia boss synergy. I imagine he was probably trying to make like a column 5 play. So if you were Kata there, I think it probably makes sense to go digging for, like, if you're in that position, I think the best strategy is to probably say, all right, I'm down by a lot. I need to find counterplay somewhere. I need to make a very legitimate bingo threat. And column 5, yeah, I mean, that's a perfectly fine selection, especially considering he probably doesn't have access to row 3. So it's either column 5 or row 1, right? So you choose column 5. Yeah, I think you probably go for that colossal armament hit list first, but maybe he rated me as prioritizing the Erd tree avatars higher, and he was thinking that was going to be the most competitive square. Which, to be fair, I did have it starred, you know, so I mean that's not like completely that's not like a crazy take or anything. I hope that's what he was thinking, though. I hope he was thinking, all right, I'm in a very bad spot. I need to do something here that I can, that will make a real credible threat that'll give me enough time to get myself back into this game. I hope that was the thought process, and I hope he was thinking, okay, the square that I'm most likely to snipe here is Erd Tree avatars. I hope that was the thought process. Even though it wasn't correct, I hope that's like the goal that he was thinking for. Oh yeah, he could have been thinking about sacred flasks as well. I think that's probably overrating weeping, but I mean that happens, you know. Yeah, dude, Tom confuses me. The way that Tom plays confuses me a little bit. Like I said yesterday, he like didn't play. It seems like he just was never thinking about priority, which is something that I like use to my advantage in almost all my matches. But he just like, okay, sorceries. I mean, it's oh. he must have got a dupe sorcery. I bet he did Taupe Selin and one book and had 11 sorceries, 11 uniques. But yeah, like, it seems like he just didn't pay attention to priority, which now that I know that against him, I guess that just means I do the squares that I'm ahead on rather than show that I'm ahead on squares and assume that he's gonna respect it. Yeah. Because every time I showed priority, it seems like he just rushed that square. And yeah, I mean, that just confused the hell out of me. Well, yeah, the duo, the Tree Sentinel duo followed up by the Somberstone Bell-Bearing Square. Those were the obvious best choices, at least for him. I don't know if he was thinking that they were the obvious best choices for me. But I'm not surprised that those were a race. It sucks that I lost it by like less than a second. And that determines the game, you know, but I knew I was opting into a race. Yeah, I think I would have actually, it sounds like he would have beaten me with the bow, but again, by like, assuming I didn't get deer rolled, because I did die, but assuming I didn't get deer rolled, or maybe played like a little bit safer throughout the fight. What am I even fucking doing here, dude? Spirit Ash +4, I guess? What's up, Zoodle? Yeah, for considering the amount of very close calls that didn't go my way that game, I'm happy with technically a tie. But that would be a playoff win for him. What's the lore about keeping my background empty? Well, the lore is I just spent a whole bunch of fucking money on this house, and I don't want to spend any more money. So... I ain't buying shit. I mean, I guess playing for like Somberstone Bell Bearings is actually a pretty good idea. Have I leveled this to +5 yet, dude? Hold on. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, hold on. Where am I going? I'm going here. To be fair, he should have sorceries. I think he's not going to mark it because he accidentally marked it early, or I'm assuming he bought 11 unique sorceries when he thought he bought like 12 or 13. Am I spending these runes? I don't think so. Oopsie. Bro, fucking shit. Oh, why am I stuck? What the fuck am I stuck on? Confuse your opponent by marking and unmarking squares just to fade priority. Yo, I mean, I imagine Domo would get fucking pissed. But yes, that's absolutely something you can do. If the only penalty is you can't get the square, if you're gonna lose the square anyway, just fucking mark it and unmark it to make your opponent think you're somewhere that you're not. Oh, dude. Fucking slick, dude. Alright. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, technically that's cheating on Catalyst's part, but that's fair. I'm not gonna bust out the fucking nerd emote. Excuse me. Excuse me. Since you previously mismarked the square, you are not allowed to claim it. Excuse me. No, so if you mark the square early, you forfeit the square. So marking the square early is actually worse than failing to mark the square. Kind of. I mean, I guess they both have downsides. But marking the square early means that you show your opponent that you did something, and then you show them that you didn't actually do that thing. So your opponent knows that they have a free square if you mark it early, which is quite the advantage. In this case, I would obviously be ahead on Somberstone Bell Bearings. I would win that square, and I would know it would not be possible for him to get the sorcery square. But if you fail to mark the square, if you complete a square and you don't mark it for 60 seconds, you're hiding information, and then you also forfeit the square. But in that case, your opponent doesn't know that you aren't able to get the square, so they might compete for the square with their earlier game valuable time. Yes, it did. Back to the egg. I did technically cheat. I jumped off the horse too early. You need to stay on the horse until the enemy felled text. No, your opponent does not get the square. No, no. If you mark early, that already causes the problem. You don't have 60 seconds to correct the problem because you already caused the problem. If you mismark early, you forfeit the square. Okay. So maybe something I should have done is leave like a bingo line open instead of just shutting down all of his chances like I normally do. Just to see if he like identifies like the desperation win condition. Even though that's something that I essentially always punish. That could have been an idea. Alright, I have armor. I forgot. I thought I was fucking wretch for some reason. I took it off for hit list and I just never put it back on. Okay, yeah, I guess he technically has a chance at row 3, but I'm pretty damn sure he killed Vare. I haven't been considering that a threat for quite a long time. All right. I think the best thing to go for here is realistically like Godskin Noble. but I like the look of smithing stone bell bearings. Yep. There's also incants on this board. I can use my spare runes to get incants, I guess. Yeah, dude, he has to kill Morgott. He has to kill Niall. He has to go get the fucking medallion half from Liurnia. Has to run all the way through Snowfields. Has to run all the way through Mogwin. And then... Oh, and he needs to do all of the other objectives within 50 minutes. Well, that's breaking the spirit of the rules by, like, technically, yes, you are allowed to not mark a square for 50 seconds, and you are not breaking rules. But intentionally not marking a square for 50 seconds is kind of a dickhead move. Can also get sniped in those 50 seconds. Well, yes. Chat, yes, obviously. Of course, you wouldn't be doing that if you thought you were gonna get sniped. This is something that, like, this is something that you would use in, like, an Altis bingo. Like, you're confident that you're the only one with Altis access, so you prep a whole bunch of squares on the Altis bingo row. You claim the first one. 50 seconds after you complete it, and then, you know, essentially get a 50-second head start on the rest of the objectives. It would fucking Christ. I would think all these bingo streams, I would think the theme of them would be something like there's always nuance. There's no such thing as a hard and fast rule that applies in every situation. And yes, restricting information for 50 seconds would absolutely be valuable in plenty of circumstances. It would also not be valuable in plenty of circumstances. But that doesn't mean it's never valuable, and that doesn't mean it's always valuable. So let's not take a hardline stance when it makes no fucking sense. Get off my elevator. Should reduce the timer to 30 seconds to make the start much less valuable. Huh? Fuck. Strat. Oh, okay. Well, realistically, the answer is, like, if this was like a public game where there was like a proper matchmaking system, like, yeah, you need to have rules that are not abusable. But since it's not a public game, at least yet, Sacred Flask is also a bit of a slow square. He's just doing things, I guess. He probably doesn't have Altus access, I would guess, at this point, and he probably knows that I have Altus access. Encants, I guess. There's also Spirit Ash +4. But I kind of don't want to block that row 3, but I'm pretty sure he can. I'm pretty sure he can't do Moog Loaded Blood anyway. Where am I going? Foreign.
Oh, welcome to I teach and explore.
Do I still have Godric's Remembrance? I think I do.
You are
Okay. This actually had Great Heal, dude. The one time I don't check it for Revenant.
May the gold.
Okay, let's move him to Altus.
I've decided.
So
I'm often. We may not. May the golden.
I feel like I've seen Corrin sell 10 incantations every time I've checked him in Altus rather than 9. I thought he was supposed to sell 9. So let me just check this right quick.
I've been doing some will happen.
Yeah, he does sell 10. Granted, those are fucking expensive, but he does sell 10. Okay. So if that's the case, I guess it's a more expensive way, but it's a faster way. You get the 2 incant book from Liurnia. You get the 2 incant book from Round Table. And then you don't even need to go to that, east side of Liurnia. D does sell incans, but you need a death root, and I do not currently have a death root. Oh yeah, I could have checked for Malekith's Blackblade. That's true. That's true. Getting towards endgame, though, it's usually not super difficult to hopefully kill the dragons to kill Grail. Currently have 10. Gonna need to buy 2 keys. Nope, 3 keys. No, fuck. I actually don't have 3 keys to buy, do I? Shit. Where do I even pick up other stone sword keys? Where's another easy stone sword key pickup? I usually only route in the one at Stormhill Shack. But on this run, I needed 5 keys. Not 4. And I guess this run is kind of long over here. Like, yeah, that's actually a pretty decently long run. And I suppose if you go to the east side, you can do Miriel plus the 3 incant book instead of this. And that's cheaper. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Specifically if I have the Liurnia Highway Grace, or whatever the fuck it's called. Liurnia Highway North. Yeah. Yeah, that probably makes more sense, because in that case, I only have to do one trip. Yeah, there's the bridge in Weeping. Going across the bridge in Weeping is very unlikely, though. You almost never go across the bridge in Weeping. You almost never go to Weeping, and when you do, it's usually not across the bridge. Ah, yeah, true, Hyperion. Yeah, there's 5 incants on the way over here. Yeah. So if you have Altus, it's Corrin and this east path. Thank you, Alabaster Lord Sword, for doing whatever the hell it is you do. I wonder if Kata knows about the Alabaster Lord Sword situation. Alright. Yes, it is, Moon. So he probably has Altus access.
I welcome. I am my Apollo. Do you know how it came to? Well, the shattering. It is here by the mat, and so the Earth tree. Oh, you are free. I would serve if you find it, unless in which case. Oh, very well. Heresy is all thing. Oh, very well. Heresy all thing.
Okay, I don't even remember how many I have left. Okay, that one. That one. That one. That one. Okay, that should be 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright. There it is. Okay. I think I go to Godskin Noble through the Abductor Virgin. This is gonna set us up for the Claws, Daggers, Fist Square. Someone's on my door. Alright, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Chats. It's not BM. I have very important things to take care of. People are trying to sell me pest inspection on my brand new house. Oopsie. No, I didn't go answer the door. I used my phone to pretend like I wasn't home. Yeah, that's the salesman skip right there, dude. They don't teach you that in speedrunner school. As soon as the hour mark happened, the timer covers the color assignments. Ah. Shit. See what you do? This is your fault. That should be good, right? Cool. Yeah, I think going for Noble much earlier instead of going for like Somberstone Bell Bearings would have been the more sound play. In retrospect, because at that point you get the benefit of a +7 rather than a +6, which is obviously quite nice. Fucking snake rat. All right, let's go have a Noble incident, huh? Yeah, +7 probably means +9. Granted, getting that 7 does take a while. It's difficult to gauge whether or not stopping at +6 is fine or going all the way to +9 makes more sense. Wait, don't I have a proper parry shield? I don't think I leveled up the strength ever though. So I think I have to do this hot swapping shit. Fuck you. Goddamn nerd. Nice. Uh-oh. Not where I want to be. Jesus Christ. Yeah, going for the parries probably doesn't make sense if I can't one hand, right? Alright, gotta be careful of noble presence, dude. Awful, bro. Oh, what a fucking boss, dude. If I really am just gonna have a fucking incident here, I should probably go light this fire so that I don't have to spend healing on getting to the boss. Noble Phase 2 just has too much bullshit that's not reasonable to deal with. I mean, in a vast majority of circumstances, you just bypass it with sleep. But that roll attack, the fucking noble presence, like, it's all just a fucking mess, dude. Those are acoustic panels, not posters. No, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I'm not really using charge attack, so charge tier doesn't really matter. Alright, dude. Incident incoming. See, chat, this is the throw that you wanted. Did I get double hit there, dude? Or am I just straight up one shot off of it? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Nah, he's red. I'm not red. Oh, you're saying for the row 4 bingo. Yeah, just do Moog, Fees, Champs, and Grey Old, dude. In 20 minutes. Yeah, you're crazy. You're a crazy guy, you know that? You're fucked in the head. Rexicus. Thanks to the Prime. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Maybe parry strat is the strat. Fuck. I mean, it's not the strat if I get hit. I don't actually know if you can parry that. Homie. Captain Farth, Fletcher, thank you for the primes. Not too late. Okay, that was too fucking early, but it worked because thank you, Stormwall. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, parry strat seems to work like okay. Oh my god. Okay, well, at least I know I'm not one hit. And I just got double hit on the last one. You fucking idiot. Please stop being a fucking idiot. Please and thank you. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. What a weapon, huh? What a fucking boss and what a weapon. Alright, Grail is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know, what's the best idea here? Check for Claw, Dagger, Fist. Do Renala. Yeah, you can kill 5 dragons, but with this level of Vig, that's annoying. That's a short sword, not a dagger. Damn. I'm very far away from 30 faith. Check merchants, I guess. There's a claw pickup in Stormvale, I suppose.
You're surprised no matter why don't. Oh, don't.
Alright. Yep, Cypher Pata, Bogart. Sure. Sure. Oh, Gustok. Yeah. Yeah. We can do Gustok. Scale pad, thanks to the 5 gifted, dude.
Water, oh, he got water, you though. He had.
Okay, dude. Do I have a... I don't have a twig. Alright, is getting 30 faith even like in the realm of possibility here? Oh. Yes. Okay. I didn't realize how low of level I was. Alright, dude, that works. Wait, you seriously can't use Memory of Grace to get out of it? You have to die? No, we don't die. See, that's what you get. So still level 15. Well, you see, it was because there was a bunch of incants and sorceries and 30 faith on this board. So not spending runes, assuming it doesn't cause you problems. And granted, it caused me problems on Noble. But not spending runes makes it a hell of a lot easier to get those squares. $5,500 needed for a level up. Okay. So I don't think this should be enough. Renal is just gonna take a while, I think. And not quite enough. Renal is just gonna take a while with a +0 Qatar, but fucking whatever, you know, doesn't matter. Although, I guess 30 faith is just winning, huh? I don't even need to get this Renala square. Yeah, maybe I just kill Renala. Be a shame if it got sniped. Hold on. There's got to be an easier place to get a level from. I don't know, dude. This will be fast enough. Can you fuck off? This fucking guy, dude. Please die. No, homie, I don't like when you do this shit. Can we not? This fucking guy, dude. No, we aren't going for the... We're just going to get the 30 faith. Oopsie. What a weapon, huh? I have minimum endurance. And just swung like 8 times in a row. Okay, he did Grail. Does that mean he might get 30 faith? I don't know. It depends on how much he's actually leveled up. Let's see. It should be soon. It should be before I kill Renala. Imagine it gets fucking sniped right here, dude. That'd be nuts. That would be fucking wacky.
Where did ye flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide.
GG, dude. Getting dono walled, bro. All right, he's fighting. He's fighting.
Yeah, I was in a fight still. Sorry.
Yeah, all good. How'd that go for you? What was it like on your end?
Well, considering it was the very first one, I mean, it went all right in the end. I mean, you destroyed me, but I didn't get bingoed until 150 in, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, generally, especially when I'm winning by a lot, I tend to not like the idea of going for bingos. It seems less safe than just like converting to a majority game. Because you know, if you're already up by 4 squares, 4 or 5 squares, whatever it is, it seems a lot easier to just trade squares to win rather than hope that you win races
you're
to a
already
bingo.
pushing an advantage, yeah, for sure. And like you can always react, right? Like if you're gonna get bingoed, you can always react and try to go block. Yeah, I was working on the 30 faith now as well. I got to 25 just now, but close. Yeah, I lost a lot of time because I started with Caled bosses, right? So I did the 2 cheeses, but man, like Grail took me fucking forever, so I lost tons of time there.
Okay.
Yeah, I also got wrecked by Vare quite a bit, so I had to retry that fight somewhat at the start. And I made some mistakes of not getting some graces. That's like the typical mistake that I've seen so far of like people that get into bingo is just they don't take enough graces because you're not used to it as a speedrunner especially. And yeah, I would definitely fell afoul of that.
Yeah, 100%. I find like it's best to finish every single like line or objective that you're going for with picking up some sort of grace. So like, for example, if you wanted to get like the charged attack tier and talisman for your build, you would finish that by running to fort height and getting that grace so that you could get like reaping access or like dectus access later. Even if you didn't like need that grace right now, it's just really useful so that you don't have to run the same path twice.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, how about you? What weapon were you using?
I was using the Alabaster Lord sword.
I was thinking about starting with that, but because then I decided to like kill the 3 friendly NPCs, I started with the gargoyle sword thingy. And then I found in Roundtable there was a dragon scale blade, so I rocked with that one.
Yeah. I usually, for starting classes, there's like a list of like 5 weapons, like golden halberd, dragon halberd, dragon scale blade, alabaster lord sword, things like that are just really good weapons for bingo. I pretty much never pass up on those if they're in the starting class.
That's fair, yeah. Because like you can waste a lot of time trying to find the weapon. Like if I didn't find the dragon scale blade, I did have some replacements, but those were checks that I already went through, right? Like the one at Agil, for example.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and obviously it didn't matter on this seed, but there's been plenty of games that have been purely decided based off of starting class selection. Someone chose like a smithing stone weapon that they could wield immediately so that they could rush like Agil +0, and their opponent chose dragon scale blade, and the dragon scale blade just shits all over the rest of the game, even though they lose the early races.
Yeah, especially if you have a board with a lot of, kills, a lot of fighting. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and this board specifically had a lot of rune spends on it. It had incants, 30 faith, as well as the sorceries, and so I had quite a bit of an advantage on that 30 faith square because I pretty much just wasn't leveling up the entire game, and that let me be like a little bit more reactive with where I spent my runes. So like, I could go for those incants when I needed to. I could go for that 30 faith really quickly. I literally only needed to kill 2 bosses to get that 30 faith, because I was level 15 when I started leveling it.
Yeah, that's fair. I was level 42 when I tried going for it. Yeah, I spent like I could have gotten the dex knock into my physic, right, for the blade, but I decided to just level the dex so I can use it as soon as possible. And then I pumped vigor because I didn't really think about the faith part, but I probably should have.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely things that you'll see in the future. Same thing with like the Moog Lord of Blood square. I was racing you to the friendly NPCs, and I wasn't gonna kill Vare because I didn't want to lock myself out of Moog Lord of Blood. Obviously you won the square there, but since you got it so fast, I was pretty sure that square was just free for me for the rest of the game. So I literally didn't even consider row 3 as like a bingo opportunity, which like that's quite an opportunity cost for you, like that was your last remaining bingo for a while.
It was. That was really, I realized much later that, well, we realized at the start that killing Vara is gonna lock out Mog, but I was like, it'll be fine. And then indeed, that was like the only row that that I could have still like gotten the W in, but yeah.
Yeah, and I was intentionally spreading out my squares. Like I was, the first 6 or 7 squares that I chose to get were all intended to stop all of your bingo threats, because like I said, once I'm in a winning position like that, it's like, okay, he probably only wins if he sneaks a bingo on me, so let's prevent a bingo from getting snuck on me.
Absolutely. Yeah, you did fucking great. Like much respect, honestly, for the fact that you can like already strategize like that. You've been grinding a lot, but it also hasn't been for like that long, right? Meanwhile, I was just like, I was looking at the squares and I was like, okay, which square can I do? And I was focused on not your play basically, but I needed to focus on the actual content of the square and figure out how to do it fast and try to think of like some few synergies and whatnot.
Yeah.
But in the end, I'm just glad I got some squares against you at least.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you're good at Elden Ring. That no doubt, 100%. Your execution on the squares is 100% going to be fast. And with more practice games, I'm sure you'll get much better at determining which squares to go for and when to go for them. What's like your early game strategy? Like I'm assuming it was probably like a little bit overwhelming, but what were you thinking in the early game as far as like why you were going for things?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It indeed was quite overwhelming. Yeah, I knew I wanted to rush the friendly NPCs, right? So I did Bok, I did Vare, and then I was like, I can do Yura as well to get a katana check at the same time. So I did those 3.
Yeah, I
And
think that makes lots of sense.
And then after that, I was like, okay, so if I get a good weapon, I don't have to worry about stats because I was thinking about doing the Catalystz bosses, right? So I was like, if I can do the cheeses fast, I'll have 2 bosses, I'll have a lot of runes, and there's a lot of killing on the board, so I'll try to Lush Liurnia to get +4, and then like do the kills, right? But you got to Liurnia before I did, and so you had the priority on that, but quite a bit. My plan was to get to Ichi, get +4. I wanted to kill the Royal Revenant, then I saw you got that, so I knew where you were. So it was kind of rough catching up at that point, I think.
Yeah, I think the Catalystz bosses is definitely a slow square, obviously, as you figured out. Usually what I do, and obviously I don't know if this is like the best strategy, but it's worked well for me so far, is I star by like right-clicking the squares. All of the things that are like fast to complete. And in this case, I starred the painting rewards, the Royal Revenant, the 2 duelist bosses, the Magma Worm. I did star Grail without status effects, but that's only fast if there's the peeler in the chest.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was a tentative star. Starred the friendly NPCs, Margit with 4 parries, Erdtree avatars, and then I was also looking at the Remembrance boss hit lists, Colossal and Dagger squares as well. I ultimately decided against it though, because when there's 2 Remembrance boss with different weapon or spell types, it's usually pretty easy to just let your opponent get one of them and then you have massive priority on the other because they killed Godric, and you know, it's much harder to go kill Renala or Radon with claws and daggers than it is to kill Godric with claws and daggers.
Yeah.
So,
that makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, I think as soon as you went for like the 5 Catalystz bosses, that was like a relatively slow and not very competitive square. Like getting the runes is useful, 100%. But I think given how many early game squares there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 early game squares. You probably need to compete for like 3, 4 of those, you know, obviously trying to win as many as you can and then get your progression along the way. Like that's why Royal Revenant's a really, really good square there, since that gets you Liurnia progression while being a fast square. Same thing with the painting rewards, that gets you a bunch of Caelid and Dectus progression while being a really fast square.
Yeah, well, I was getting Church of the Plague through Celia kind of early, but I figured you were gonna go for the painting, so I decided to just not even pick them up. So I didn't consider that one. But for example, the Erdtree avatars, Margits, obviously the friendly NPCs, those I also starred at the start. So I basically also thought of like ones that I can get to early and then try to see if I can combine them in some way.
Yeah. So did I end up?
A lot of fun though.
Yeah, 100%. How far ahead was I on like Duelist and Revenant and Magma Worm, or were you not even like really going for them at that point?
Yeah, Duelist, like that. My problem is I don't really know where the second Duelist is, right? So there's one is in Murkwater, I think.
And then there's
the other one I have no idea.
It's the cave that has its entrance in the like Caelid small rot lake. It's called Jail Cave.
Okay, yeah, with Moonwell, yeah, okay.
No, that's Jail Tunnel. That Moonvale is the.
That's tunnel.
Yeah. So Jail Cave is like a little. It's like further south. But you just have to open the door.
I know where the entrance is, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to open the door with a stone sword key, and then from Third Church, where you get the physic, you can like parkour up through the back. It's where you get Regalia of Aokade.
Oh, yeah. I know now. Yeah. Damn, that's really clever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, for example, Duelist, I didn't even think about. Yeah, the Revenant I wanted to do as soon as I got the runes, but the problem was that the cheese on grill took me a really long time because I didn't realize that if you look away from him once you get the cheese, he can stop being T-pose, right?
Yeah.
And then you might like fix it by looking away again, but I basically got him to start going down, like falling, and I was like, okay, I'll start running towards Knight's Cavalry already, and as I did, he just unglitched. Yeah, so it was a harsh learning lesson, but a good one.